Time to put a flat deck on. So I put this dump box in last year. Ended up that I needed it for a couple small jobs, just moving gravel and whatnot. I think it's great for household trash. Fill it right up and go to the dump. Don't even have to get out of the truck. I think it's held in by 6 bolts. I don't even remember. Yeah, it's just held in by 6 bolts. Should be easy. Man, I hate to get rid of it, but it is so handy that I can't work out of this box. So it's time for a flat deck for this thing. This box is going to go to my dad. He's got a 1-ton cab and chassis project that he wants to put a fleet side on. So that's going to go to him for that. Same year truck, 2001 Dodge Ram, the 5.9 Cummins. No emissions on them. Which usually means no problems. All right, a little hard to see. Huh. Didn't even know I had a spare tire underneath here. That's gonna come out. Dump box is gone. I didn't take any video of it coming out because it was just too difficult to get it out of here. And to be honest, it didn't come out very pretty. I unbolted it, had to cut a few bolts from the frame, and then I just tied onto it, and then tied that to a big pine tree and drove away and dragged it out of the box. That's what we're left with. So now to get the box off. So 8 pain in the ass bolts underneath. Actually, I only have to cut 2. Depending if you're keeping your fuel filler shroud inside here, which I'm not. There's 4 screws here. And also, there's a ground wire right there. That has to come out. So 8 15mm bolts. I believe that ground wire is a 10mm. Phillips screwdriver for the fuel shroud. a couple of clips for wiring at the back, and that box should be clear. You will have to take your lights off, unplug the lights, and the box should come clean off. All right. This is still coming off yet. I didn't bother doing leaf springs or the axle. And there, I was getting more on my hands than on the frame itself. And I missed a couple spots over there inside the frame. I'll touch that up once this is dry. So I built this fuel filler. It was, if I had mounted it underneath here, it would have been too low for the tank. And if I'd used the factory mount in the bed, I would have had to make this longer, an extension, and it still might have been too low. And I didn't care for sticking my fingers in here or digging in there. So I just, I made one that kind of pops out of the bed here. Just a steel shroud so the cap doesn't get knocked off. That'll do, I guess. And then now we're on to the wiring. I am not very good at wiring, but so I got everything kind of just wired up temp, and we'll try everything out. So lights on. Everything lights up like it should. Key on. Left signal, right signal, brakes, left signal, right signal, lights off, brakes, left signal, right signal. So everything works. The only thing is we got this rapid flash because these are LEDs. So the truck thinks you have a burnt out light because LEDs don't draw enough power. The fix for that is, this is a 6 ohm 50 watt resistor, and I need 3 of them. And what this does, you connect it on both your brakes, one on each brake, one to the power and one to the ground. So this side, it doesn't matter which side it goes, but this side will go to ground and then this side will go to power. It creates enough resistance to make your truck think that the lights are fine, and it starts to flash normally. We're gonna cut and solder and heat shrink, make everything nice and watertight. You know what? I'm gonna try this resistor before I plug it in, just to make sure it does what it's supposed to. All right, you can see that okay. So I want to connect this to ground and left signal, which is yellow on the bed, and ground. And this should slow right down to a regular flash. Hold on a second. All right, so yellow and ground.